Hey, I'm Cameron.
Clint.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Hey, thanks for giving.
Today we have a Trader Joe's Thanksgiving extravaganza.
It's like a feast.
We have a bunch of seasonal stuff we're going to check out for you. Some brand new, some not brand new, but it's we're going to try and do a Trader Joe's junk food Thanksgiving meal. Okay, I go to Trader Joe's every once in a while.
Every once in a while, that's when I go there too. Why don't we see each other?
It's a weird vibe in there, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, first of all, a lot of people operate on the assumption that Trader Joe's is like this health food store. Lots of, like, they have a lot of junk there.
Oh yeah.
Not to say
But they slap organic on the top.
Yes.
So that you buy it.
Not to say that they don't have some good stuff there, and you can find some good healthy stuff or some good flavored stuff, but it's a lot of junk food there. It's
organic sugar cubes. I can eat 8 times as much.
Yeah, exactly. First we have this. Gotta get the appetite going a little bit. We have Trader Joe's 2015 Vintage Ale.
Vintage year 2015.
Dark ale brewed with spices and natural flavor added.
9%. Product of Canada. Canada has to be different, you know? Instead of made in Canada, they're like product of Canada. Like, Come on, man. Be like everyone else. That's some Coca-Cola head there. Look at that. That's a foam.
I'm being gentle, too. We're gonna be, we're pouring this open, and we're going to be enjoying this, hopefully, while we work our way.
I feel like I've got to be extra gentle.
I will say I was gentle, and this is half head so far. More than
I thought I was super gentle in pouring this. What a bummer, dude.
It smells like a one of those Belgian style beers that's got like banana and
yeah, which is my least favorite type of beer.
Yeah, I knew that about you.
Yeah.
I will say this head is thick, and this is going nowhere. We'll come back to this.
Go away. You know what? Let's time warp to when the head's gone.
The head's gone.
Hey, all right.
45 minutes later.
All right. Is that what time it is? I don't know. That was so instantaneous. I can't even tell.
It smells like that dark style of Belgian beer that's got, like, for some reason banana is always such a big aroma to me.
Yeah. No, you're right. And that's that Belgian beer stuff. This I feel like I associate this smell, like this type of beer, with like my worst hangovers too.
Oh, okay.
Like it just like makes me feel bad the next day.
I got what you're saying.
It's very wow. Look at it even like held up to the light. Like light is not shining through it. Okay.
Let's do it.
How can something so lightly carbonated have so much head?
Because it all went away in the head, I guess. Very sweet. It's very malty beer. There's not a lot of hop presence in here.
Malty, Belgium-y.
This is a seasonal release. I think they do it every year at Trader Joe's. I think if you like this kind of beer, you'll know it. I don't think it's anything special. I will say though, for being a 9% alcohol, it's very smooth. It doesn't taste like 9% alcohol.
Very true. Very true. It's a dark Belgian beer. That's really all I mean, flavor-wise, dark Belgium.
Yeah. I've had beers like this before. This is just a very average flavor profile of this style beer in my experience. And
it's Canadian.
I don't know. It's fine. It's just nothing special. I like this style of Belgian beer more than like the lighter wheat.
That like tan, goldenrod, yellowy color.
Yeah. If someone showed up to my house like, look what I have, I'd be like, oh, all right. I mean, if you just want to drink that all by yourself, like I'm fine with that. I got other beer than I can drink. But I appreciate the thought because it does look like a fancy beer.
I'd probably try it and then not drink it.
So any good Thanksgiving meal centers around some turkey. So we're going to be trying Trader Joe's natural, like it's natural.
Natural. Asterisk. What's the asterisk?
Minimally
processed.
Minimally.
That was our turkey impressions.
It's all natural is like a very subjective word. There's no regulations about it. It's just a way to get people to buy more stuff. And it is turkey jerky. I like turkey jerky. Never had this turkey jerky before. It's really good for you. I mean, we're looking at 11 grams of protein per ounce.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's what I'm looking for in my snacks. It smells like teriyaki beef jerky.
Looks kind of like salmon.
Looks kind of like salmon. Like if there was a salmon bacon, maybe.
Bacon.
What flavor is this, anyways? Just original?
Turkey. Smoke caramel color flavor.
Smoke caramel color flavor.
Original. There it is. It says original right there.
Original. This is like when you go over to a relative's and they cook the turkey for way too long, like on Christmas vacation,
right, yeah.
and you get turkey jerky instead of a nice fresh turkey. Let's try it out.
Pretty soft and chewy actually, compared to beef jerky. Like I had jerky's kind of tough, you know.
Depends on the brand, but yeah, I know what you're
Depends on the
saying.
brand. Well, it depends on the piece too. Sometimes like
Cool.
it's like tough piece, chewy, like soft piece. So I guess this could be that way too, and I could just have a soft piece.
Close my eyes, try it. I probably wouldn't have guessed it was turkey. I don't really know what I would have guessed. I might have been able to come up with it.
I probably would have said some kind of beef jerky.
Mm-hmm. Kind of
Not the kind that I get, but some kind.
some kind of average jerky. I will be sticking with home cooked turkey this year for Thanksgiving. I'm certain about that.
I'm not just gonna put a plate of this out.
Could you imagine showing up like, I'm good, Mom, on the turkey. I got my own. Like, your jaw would hurt by the time dinner was over.
Oh yeah. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's go to those chips over there. I think we should go to the Kettle Chips.
Okay. This is...
More turkey with stuffing this time.
These are brand new Kettle Chips. Turkey and stuffing, seasonal Kettle Chips, because who wants to eat that nasty stuffing that one person makes every year? Some kind of Superman glue on these things.
Oh dang, dog!
There you go.
There you go.
Leverage. Smells like stuffing.
It does smell like stuffing.
Smells like stuffing though, like if you passed out on Thanksgiving and woke up 4 days later and the
Right.
stuffing was still out, like, oh man.
They left the stuffing out. Or someone spilled like baking soda all over the stuffing.
Okay. I like where your head's at.
Read the bag. Wow, there's a whole like book on the back of this.
I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, and it's in cursive too. Like,
Oh jeez.
they put that on there knowing that no one will read it.
Good.
Let's just like, we got nothing to say about these. Let's just put some big old page worth of writing in cursive on the back so no one reads it.
And like really complex old style cursive.
Yeah, right?
Let's try these potato chips out.
Yeah.
Kettle cooked.
Tastes pretty stuffing-y.
Getting any turkey in here? It's almost like a turkey gravy.
I was gonna say not really, but with that like stuffing, like whatever the spice is or the stuffing, that's the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even really stuffing as much as it is the spice and stuffing.
You know what it actually tastes like? It actually tastes like stuffing with like a chicken stock, not a turkey stock.
That's a very precise observation, Cameron.
It doesn't say anything about the meat, but it's got celery, parsley, sage, thyme, onion powder, you know, stuff that you'd
Onion
expect.
powder.
I have to say they're pretty snackable. I kind of like them. I don't really know why I would get them. I wouldn't eat them on Thanksgiving. I want to save room for the good stuff.
You get them because you want to read the back of the bag and you don't have enough time in the store.
Maybe like the Monday before Thanksgiving, you're at Trader Joe's, you get a bag of this, open it up and you eat it, and you're like, okay, now I'm in the mood for Thanksgiving. It's like the week leading up to Thanksgiving appetizer.
I'm done.
I want one more. Next, let's try the Fall Harvest Salsa and Autumnal, good word, an autumnal melange of fruits and veggies, including pumpkin, apples, and butternut squash. This is, how do you call that salsa?
You ever had mango salsa?
True, fair point.
It says tomatoes the second ingredient. No one opened it at the store and put poison in it and then closed it back up.
Actually smells like pretty good salsa.
It does smell like good salsa. Let's get these Native American Indian blue corn tortilla chips.
Why would you ever need a bag this big of blue corn tortilla chips?
Smells like a tortilla chip. I'm gonna try just a chip.
Alright.
It pretty much tastes like a tortilla chip, except it was like extra crumbly.
No.
Chunky salsa,
Alright, let's do it.
orange in color. Tastes like salsa.
Considering it has pumpkin and butternut squash and apples in it, tastes way more like salsa than I thought it would.
A little bit spicy.
I'm kind
It's
of
sweet.
I'm kind of surprised. Like this is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be kind of nasty.
I'd say it tastes like store-bought salsa with sweet undertones, and then you get a spice aftertaste.
I
Like a
think
spicy aftertaste.
the salt on the chips kind of.
The salt and the chips, that's what I was having a hard time noticing the flavors because of.
If someone brought this salsa over and I didn't know what kind of salsa it was, I'd be like,
That's decent.
it's okay. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy it. I mean, I'm always going to have fresh homemade salsa every time.
But now that you know what it is, and you know that it has pumpkins and apples and butternut squash in it, now what do you think?
It's pretty good.
They don't really make this jar big enough to
Yeah.
get chips inside.
That is a good point.
They want you to be a civil human being and pour it in a bowl, but I don't got time for that.
I'm glad though this is pumpkin added and not pumpkin spice salsa. That's a big difference. You know what I mean?
That would be the worst. Pumpkin spice salsa.
You can add pumpkin's a really mellow flavor. You can add pumpkin to stuff and not have it be pumpkin spice flavored and have it help out
leave
your
out
flavor.
the nutmeg and the cinnamon and sugar and stuff.
Not hard, guys. I guess squash is and pumpkins are from the same family, huh?
The gourd family.
Maybe too that like pumpkin is a cheap filler in salsa. You could go half tomatoes and half pumpkin and just have like make a big batch of salsa.
Yeah, right.
So not too bad. Would I get it again? Probably not. But if I got it, it would probably get eaten.
Let's switch from our hearty Thanksgiving meal to our
Sweeter.
Thanksgiving dessert.
Okay. So
Never mind, we got barbecue sauce.
There's a sign for this when I came into Trader Joe's. It is the apple bourbon barbecue sauce, sweet and smoky, and it's got apples in it. You can just see the apples.
Does that bourbon in it?
I imagine it does. Apple juice from concentrate apples, apple cider vinegar.
Oh, bourbon. Almost second to last. Smells like barbecue
It
sauce.
smells like a strong.
But there's a weird sweet in there. Hold on.
I think it's a bourbon apple.
I get that. I can smell the apple.
We don't really have a great thing to try this on, man. It's thick. So we're gonna try on some tortilla chips. Look how thick this is. Like just straight up, no problem.
It is really thick.
This is like I think this would be a good rib sauce. I like really thick barbecue sauce on ribs.
Yeah.
Let's try how this barbecue sauce is.
Sweet.
Strong bourbon flavor. I've made bourbon barbecue sauce before. Tastes like this. There's a lot of cinnamon in here. Or at least I can taste a lot of cinnamon.
If you like sweet barbecue sauces,
It's sweet.
it's sweet. Chicken nuggets.
Oh, that's what it is.
We go with some chicken nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
BK chicken fries. BK chicken fries would fit in the top of this. You could dunk it without having to pour any out.
And your bourbon barbecue sauce tastes like chicken fries.
Win-win! Win!
I do have like a lingering apple flavor in my mouth though.
It says sweet and smoky. I got way more sweet than smoky. I mean, I'd say 90% sweet, 10% smoky, like something like that. Like there's a little bit of smoke, but it's just like hanging on for dear life. Please don't let me go.
That's a good point.
You know?
It's like bourbony and apple. It's sweet and bourbony more than sweet and smoky. I know people that will like this, and I might wrap it up and try and seal it like it's new and give it away as a Christmas present.
There you go. Just
I would never.
get some black electrical tape.
Oh, perfect. Next we have.
As we transition to sweet, we have these cranberry pumpkin seed pita crisps. The mix of cranberry and pumpkin will make it very dippable.
So it's pumpkin seeds and cranberries in pita crisps. I usually the only thing I usually use pita chips for is dipping in hummus. I can't imagine a hummus that would be good with these.
No.
But I will save my judgment for after trying them.
Is that salt or sugar on it? It looks like sugar.
It smells like sugar.
Okay, let's do it.
Can you smell sugar?
I can't. It's sugar.
Oh, crunchy. I bit my lip because I'm just having. That's so crunchy. I'm getting absolutely not a single hint of cranberry in here.
They're kind of like triple thick, sugar-coated wheat thins.
Yeah, wheat. That's what.
Wheat thins.
Cinnamon, sugar, wheat. That's all I'm tasting in here.
No, I'm not even getting cinnamon. I'm getting wheat thins and sugar. It's too dry for me, man. I couldn't eat these without having a dip.
Oh, wheat
Dip
flour.
them in cranberry sauce.
I wouldn't.
You could.
You can.
I wouldn't eat them at all. I wouldn't dip them in anything because I wouldn't eat them.
I had to make sure there was cinnamon in here and I wasn't crazy.
Huh?
I had to make sure there was cinnamon in here and I wasn't crazy. It's the last ingredient, but I'm really sensitive to cinnamon for some reason.
Even if there's a cinnamonimal amount. Woo! Let's move on.
I agree. Next, we have the organic frosted toaster pastries. Because I really needed organic Pop-Tarts in my life. Okay, how is there anything organic you can cook in a toaster? And actually, should
Bread?
cook in a toaster.
What about bread?
I mean, I will say, how is there anything organic that is designed to only cook in a toaster?
How is there anything organic that comes in little foil pouches?
Like, could we have a lazier frosting job? Is the other one like this too?
Oh, I guarantee you.
No, it's not.
Oh.
This is much closer to how I'd expect a, I want to try this one. Alright, let's split this one. We've had a lot of pumpkin spice. It all is kind of blurred together.
Check out our pumpkin spice playlist.
There's like a cereal quality in here? For those of you saying, they're not toasting it. Like, I don't eat my toaster pastries toasted.
I don't. I usually put them in the freezer.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah.
Let's try this out. Cinnamon, sugar, frosting,
Almost like pumpkin spice flavor mixed with marshmallow flavor.
Well, there you go. You know how many people there are, I bet, that see this and they're like, I'm going to stock up on these boxes so I can have pumpkin spice toaster pastries through March. Oh, it's so dry.
It is very dry.
But most Pop-Tarts are once you just kind of eat them straight up. I will say it's not like overwhelming, punch you in the face pumpkin spice. It's more of a subtle kind of sweet cinnamon sugar pumpkin.
I could be wrong here, but I think Pop-Tarts
Have
have 8.
Yeah.
Four packages,
Pretty
right?
sure. Mm-hmm.
This has 3 packages. Because they want you to go in the store and go, hey, that's a good price for a box of pastries. Little do you know, you're only getting 75% of the product. But hey, it's organic.
If you're going out of your way to buy organic toaster pastries that are wrapped in foil that come in a cardboard box that are spouted as being organic, you might need a lifestyle change. Having said that, they weren't that bad.
Not that good, not that bad. Another item with a book on the side.
I do feel like a lot of people that shop at Trader Joe's want to read about the farmers in Peru.
Yeah, I was gonna say how well they're eating, right?
Yeah. How they're getting compensated fairly for their work and how the middlemen are. And that's why we charge you $8.99 for a box of things you shove in your toaster and have for breakfast.
This must not be very good because there's no book on the back. This looks kind of gross to me. It's got these green pumpkin seeds on top.
Green pumpkin seeds.
I don't want that on a muffin. Like, muffins are supposed to be good.
I have nothing to say because these look gross. Also, you're supposed to dry out pumpkin seeds. They look like these are fresh pumpkin seeds just sprinkled right on top.
Right?
You're supposed to take pumpkin seeds, lay them on a pan, sprinkle them with salt, and bake them. These look like they just took fresh, like they cut open baby pumpkins and just put seeds in it.
Right? Because they're not usually green either, right? They're like white. When you clean out your jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, I was going to say, let's share a muffin. Let's not eat a whole muffin.
Let's not eat half a muffin either.
Deal.
There's like this weird vein of cream cheese that kind of went down and died off and created a cave.
Cream cheese core.
But yeah, it is like a cream cheese frosting.
One pumpkin seed fell inside.
Got lost in the cave? Well, let's just take a bite.
Yeah.
Tastes like pumpkin bread. You had pumpkin bread before?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try one of these pumpkin seeds because I don't know what
I got
to do
some
with
in my bite, dude.
them. Chewy and weird.
Yeah.
You need them crispy from
No,
baking them.
see. Yeah, it's just like pumpkin bread. And then it's got seeds on it. I'm gonna try seeds straight up too.
Weird and chewy. I will say though, I've had pumpkin bread. This might be what it's missing is like a cream cheese frosting.
Forget these seeds though, dude.
These seeds are not good.
These seeds ruin it.
Somehow crunchy and chewy at the same time.
Pumpkin bread with cream cheese. Okay. Whatevs. You know, I'm down for that. I'll eat some of that. But these pumpkin seeds, ugh.
Yeah, they don't look good on it. It's not like, oh, these are fancy looking.
No,
like,
they don't look good. They don't taste good. The texture is nasty. The texture ruins it.
Yeah, it's not good.
If it was crunchy, it might be okay. Like crunchy nut, like it might be a little surprise. Like if it was a cashew or a pistachio or something.
There you go.
But yeah, they're too chewy / crunchy. Like too.
You don't need to be finished with your muffin and cream cheese and be crunching on pumpkin seeds.
What's that stuff called that makes you poop? Bran. Right?
Bran?
Not bran.
Bran does.
Bran is
Fiber?
fiber. It tastes like fiber.
We now have dessert for your dessert. I just realized why they're called JoJo's.
Because it's Trader Joe's?
Trader Joe's. And for dessert, after your dessert, I've never had a JoJo before. How close are they to Oreos?
Want to beat Oreo? I don't know. Look at the filling though. It looks like double stuff.
Yeah. So at least, at least you're on point with that. Do you like peppermint stuff?
Peppermint stuff's okay.
I like it in the right setting.
Right setting. There you go. Like sometimes I like it and sometimes I'm like, I don't want any of this.
Chocolate sandwich cream cookies with real candy cane piece in every bite. None of that fake candy cane stuff. Organic candy cane stuff.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Trader Joe's. We're going to find out how these compare to basically a candy cane Oreo.
Okay. Which we haven't had in a year. Super strong peppermint flavor.
And texture. You're getting those like shards.
Yeah, you get the crunch.
Different than the cookie crunch for sure.
I would say compared to an Oreo, the cookie's like softer or something, or airier or something.
Can I make a double stuff? I'm going to.
At least instead of a book, they just have like a leaflet.
Oh, first here, let's try one of these real quick.
Oh.
Can I make double stuff? A little bit dry, a little crunchier maybe. I think Oreo's a little bit more moist.
Yeah.
As far as the cookie goes.
Maybe that's what it is. I could tell like biting into it that it was different. Crispy or crunchy or something.
I made double stuff, as Queen has taught me how. I'm his apprentice. Like, I can't even get the chocolate flavor in here. You know what I mean?
And peppermint's so strong.
So strong. To try
There's a
it.
little bit of that chocolate cookie flavor, but the peppermint is really strong.
You have to really look for it. But there's people that like their candy cane stuff this time of year.
I'm looking at the ingredients, and there's a lot of cane in here, but it's all sugar cane, not
Novocaine,
candy cane.
cocaine. How many forms of sugar do you think are in these?
At least 4.
At least 4. This reminds me of something like you're going to watch your little brother play soccer, and there's like this lady, and she's got like a in her coat, and she's like sharing with the other moms. And the mom's like, she's like their favorite person, like, she brought peppermint JoJo's. After a nice meal and dessert, and then dessert after dessert, you might as well have a chocolate beverage dessert to cap off your
Right.
dessert-fueled binge on Thanksgiving. It's a holiday.
Thanksgiving, it goes dinner, dinner, dessert, dessert, dessert.
That's fair.
Yeah. Unless you're me, it goes dinner, dessert, dinner, dessert, dessert, dessert.
For me, it usually goes dinner, dinner, dinner. I'm too full to do anything, and then I wake up after my nap, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get more turkey. And then the next day, I was like, how come I didn't have any pumpkin pie? What's wrong with me?
Right?
I wanted some apple pie with ice cream. So we have some organic hot cocoa.
Because when I think of powdered hot cocoa, I think organic.
I think of these Colombian cocoa farmers are getting paid a fair wage.
Yeah, right.
Because I really needed organic hot chocolate in my life. Well, let's see how this would cap off your night on a full night of gorging yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get?
That's organic.
How did that happen? A little bug?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There's a bug in my cocoa.
My cocoa is like really chocolatey and actually, like for mixing with water, is really good.
You know, I saw the chunk in the chocolate powder.
I thought when you pulled it out, I thought it was a piece of chocolate.
I thought it was a piece of chocolate too. I saw it in there when I was stirring it up.
Or, like you said, organic.
Organic hot cocoa.
So if you don't get a bug processed in your hot cocoa,
Gosh.
I honestly have to say this is like the best cocoa I've ever had with water.
There's a straight up beetle in there.
First sip. Well, I mean, at least
First
you didn't drink the whole thing and we're like, what's at the bottom here?
This is the bug that was inside my cocoa. I totally saw it. When you poured it in, it was there. And I was stirring it, and I kept stirring it, and I thought, why isn't this piece dissolving? And I kind of got it up on the side, and I went, oh, it's a chocolate chip. And I just like stirred it in.
Oh man, that's terrible. You could really tell that they didn't use any pesticides. I almost just made one batch from one and split it, and that way we either would have both got it or would have neither got it. I should have just done that. So
Not gonna let it ruin my Thanksgiving though.
Yeah, by the way, happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
You too.
You too.
Yeah, not you.
No,
you.
not that one. That one.
That guy.
Yeah.
This has been a very merry Trader Joe's Thanksgiving extravaganza, and we're glad you could share it with us.
And we're not going to rate anything, so we talked about it. Whatever. That's
Yep.
what it's about anyway. So, 2 minutes. Didn't happen, but and neither did review.
Exactly. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll probably eat some pizza.